everybody. Hello, Janeka, Dave Murphy. Hello, hello. Oh, Janeka, you are one of the people on my list. Dave Murphy, you asked the question before you won, so I can ignore the question and we can do it in the reading. No, actually, Dave, I'd like to answer your question to help everybody understand what the power of spirit is, and what spirit can do, and what our departed loved ones can do. So I will answer your question. We can go into it more in depth in the private read, but it's a very good question that you ask. Can spirit intervene in an emergency to keep you alive? And I know that one thing that spirit can do is they can manipulate electronics. So I believe that they wanted you to have the private reading. So, Rose Quartz, hello again. As my past cat, Miss Miranda, returned to me as my current cat, Bruce. Very good question, Rose. And I actually very strongly believe that our past pets do return to us. Dave, I'll answer your question in a minute. I'll just let the energy come to me for that one. Lucy, hello, hello. So Rose Quartz, about the cats. I so strongly believe that my two current cats are reincarnations of my two past cats. Firstly, they look very similar, and that was just by accident. The ones we got now were... So one is a black and one is like a tortoiseshell. But their personalities are just like the black and tortoiseshell ones we had before. Courage. Courage. Oh, Miranda's come back to give you courage. As Bruce. Freedom. I think Miranda's come back so that you will have freedom. The freedom of knowing that this world is not the end. I'm just getting very strongly that it's the same energy. Very strongly that it's the same energy. Let's see. Please remember to give me a like on my video. It just helps other people find us while we're still alive. Truth. Ooh. There's something that Miranda wanted you to learn about love that she wasn't quite finished showing you, and this is why she sent you Bruce. Oh, they've both been in your life to help you with your mental health, and I'm not making any assumptions that your mental health is not good, but they're there to help you have good mental health, if that makes sense. Like when you've had a hard day and you can cuddle them, or yeah, they both watch out for you, life, so that you can live life to the full. Absolutely, absolutely, Rose Quartz. Miss Miranda has returned as Bruce. Absolutely. Let's pull one last message from the Wishcraft deck. This is a more childlike energy, but I find it reads very well for animals as well. Good morning, everybody. If you missed the live draw, it was very exciting. I ended up pulling three winners, which was Stowe Jen Joe, Sunrise Sunset, and Dave Murphy. Candle Magic. They're part of your soul family. This, for me, this is family. They're part of your soul family. Yeah. And they will always be with you. Isn't that interesting? Wow. Okay. Alrighty, people. I don't often ask for likes, but we've got nine on the live and 4 likes. 5 likes. Come on. Show me some love. Please, show me some love. Show me some love with the likes. Okay. Now, Dave Murphy asked a question right at the beginning, and I will come back to it because I'd like more people to be on when I answer the question, because it's a very important question. Lucy Nagra, hoping my father-in-law John is happy. He died last year. Sorry to hear about that, Lucy. Let's see. Lucy. I am loved and I am protected. His role in the afterlife is as one of protector. Jamaica, I haven't forgotten you. I will do you next, all right, love? Let's see. John, are you happy, John? I don't know if your family has grown or will grow in the future, but he's there to help protect the younger generations. Truth. He's found out the truth of life, that life here on this world is just part of existence. Focus. He's a very determined man. He's working in the afterlife to open up various possibilities for you and your family. Let's try a different deck. John, how are you doing, John? How are you doing? Lucy's father-in-law. Leadership. Ooh. In spirit, he's around. I'm just getting he's leading the protection of the family. Communication. I wouldn't be surprised if you get some kind of messages from him, some kind of signs and symbols. Whoa! Wants you to stay grounded. And look, the truth card has come out again. Something about truth is very important to him. I don't know what. I can ask more about what that truth card is. That's very. What is the truth card about, John? Magic. Oh, and look, there's the shield again. The truth and the shield. I think he's saying that the truth is, it's so much more magical here than I could ever have hoped. He's amazed and surprised and in awe. And look at that. His soul is free. His body is free. He's free from any harm, hurt, physical ailments, expansion. Basically, I'm just getting this. His mind has been blown because it's just more incredible than he could ever have imagined. Transcending the issues and the difficulties that he had while he was in this body have completely been transcended, and it's like a big adventure. He's like a kid in a candy store. He's on a big adventure. He seems to be quite busy. Oh, look at that. He's on a big adventure. That is his message for you. Lucy, he wants you to know that all is well with him on the other side, and he is just having the time of his life. It is more incredible and more wonderful and more marvelous than he could ever have imagined. And there's so much for him to explore. And it's like being in a magic kingdom. And he's he's free from pain and suffering. He's free from hurt. And he's on an incredible adventure. Wow. He's very, a lot of souls I find are very still and quiet and calm, and they contemplate, and they sort of, ooh, like really flowing and slowly, like if you listen to a meditation video, it's all slow. And not John. He's like, wow, bring it on, bring on the adventure. This is so exciting. I can't believe it. This is amazing. This is incredible. that's kind of how he is. I hope that helps you. There you go, Lucy. Jamaica, would I be able to see what's going on with your finances? Let me see if somebody can help with finances. What's happening with Jamaica's finances? Activation, but it did come in the upside down, so there seems to be a stuckness and a blockage somehow with the finances. Let's see. Courage. You need to take courage. Often courage means, and look, it's a boat and it's a journey, and you're in choppy, rough waters at the moment. And it says the new world. So you're moving in the right direction. You're moving in the right direction. Activation and purification. There's some, I don't know if it's a mindset. Leadership and grounded. Okay, so there's two things. This being grounded is about taking action, taking the action you need to take. And this leadership is about taking control as well. But what I'm getting from all of these cards is, I'm not sure how you think or talk about money, but I'm getting for you to say, wouldn't it be amazing if all my financial troubles were in the past? Wouldn't it be amazing if the limitless bounty of the world was bestowed upon me? Wouldn't it be amazing if all my financial problems resolved very quickly? Wouldn't it be amazing if my finances were miraculously cured? Please say, wouldn't it be amazing? I'd like you to say, wouldn't it be amazing? And in relation to your finances, and when you start saying, wouldn't it be amazing if my finances were healed? Wouldn't it be amazing? That's when the path is clear, or becomes clearer. If there's anything else that you can be doing, or any other door that could be opening, wouldn't it be amazing, it really lifts the energy. Ancient universal memories are awakening. So I think it's really important, and this is for anybody who's got financial difficulties, including myself. I've had a very tough financial time over the past few years. It's really important for all of us to think and to know that the universe has got endless resources, and we actually deserve some of that resource. And once we start opening up to accept it, that's when doors start to open for us. So I'm not sure if that answers the question that you had in mind, Janoka. But that's the answer that's come out. I hope that helps you. I hope that helps you, Janoka. Cindy Davis, can you do a birthday read for my daughter Janelle? What's in store for her for the next 10 years? Sure, Janelle. 10 years. Wow. How old is she, Cindy? Oh, look at that cute card with a cow. And this is the words here. That's a crystal. Blue chalcedony. Let your dreams be your unconscious talking to you. Wow. There's something kind of a spiritual energy about her. Truth. This is the truth of her own inner power. Her own inner power. Let's see. Cindy Davis. I don't know if Cindy told me the age. Let me see. I just want to... Sorry, I've just got something that I need to quickly do. I just have a message that I need to send. Okay. Cindy Davis. Cindy Davis. Clear thinking. So this is about her getting about her getting messages, not only through her dreams, but through spiritual means, to know the truth that that aligns, know how to align with the truth, and to be able to access clear thinking. It's a very I don't know how old your daughter is, but it's a very mature reading. Very mature reading. Oh, Cindy Davis, Destiny. Acknowledge your mission, align with your purpose. You have gifts to share with the world. And I'm getting that. This is what her next 10 years will be about. And this is about when her purpose will come to her, possibly in her dreams, but possibly some other way. Just knowing the truth, having this clear thinking. Acknowledge your mission, align with your purpose. So she will acknowledge her mission here on earth. She will align with her purpose. And she will realize that she has gifts to share with the world. And she will share them with the world. I'll do one of this child card readings because she is your daughter. Let's see. And then we will move on. Reads it. She will learn how to not be affected by things that do not serve her. And she will know in her heart and in her mind and in her soul that she is enough. Wow. What a powerful reading. What a powerful reading. Very positive for the next 10 years for your daughter there, Cindy. Obviously, she will have her ups and downs like we all do. But, yeah. Very interesting. Okie dokie. Let me find where all of these cards go. I don't know where that deck is. This one goes with this one. Okie dokie. Cindy Davis. Okay. Lucy Nagra says, praying my father-in-law who died in 2024 is free and happy with Lillian. Yeah, Lucy, he's off on a big adventure. Big adventure. He's having the best time of his life. Well, yeah, if you know what I mean. Rose Quartz, Spirit gave me a powerful dream when Miranda passed. Yeah, and that was for you to know that you're so very loved and you always will be. Duty Bird, Jamaica. Thank you very much for your email. I actually have already seen it because I have that open on a different screen. Rose Quartz, they love me unconditionally. Absolutely. Absolutely, Rose Quartz. This is my new deck, this one here. I'm still getting used to it, and its energy, it's called Mystical Healing Oracle. Oh, Cindy Davis. One of these for your daughter. Taking positive action. Yeah, she's going to be aligned with her soul purpose, Cindy Davis. Rose Quartz says, thank you, my absolute pleasure. 6 likes now. Well, now we've got 12 likes, but there's 24. There's 24 views. So if you could like, that would be fantastic. Lucy Nagra says, good. He had a vascular dementia and was tormented. Okay. Lucy, and this is for anybody who has a loved one who we can't really communicate well with. And my aunt recently passed away with dementia, so I understand the emotion and how you feel about it, but it's really important to make sure that we understand that when it appears to us that a person who is locked into their body like that, it appears to us that they are tormented, they are not actually tormented. Okay, they are not tormented. They might come across as tormented. They might not be able to communicate with us. We might think that they're in pain or confused or whatever. But you know what's happening? They're actually living in the spirit world. And I'll show you the card that I pulled for. I'll never forget this. This card that I pulled for Sandra Mooney. Oh, Sandra Mooney. With her son, who has a life-limiting condition. And he can no longer communicate. I think he's 18 or so. This card. I will never forget this card. And I want you to remember this card here, Lucy. between worlds. So when you, in this physical world, had the impression that he was tormented, he was actually between worlds. His spirit was already connecting with the spirit world. So it looked like he was tormented. But if you can, try and change your thinking and your energy around it and say, it looked to me like he was tormented, but he was between worlds. He was already living, partly living in that spiritual realm. And I can guarantee you that the spirits of those who loved him were with him. Including, what did you say, Lillian? Lillian. She would have been with him. Just because you couldn't see what was happening, to us, it would have looked like he was struggling and he was tormented. He wasn't. He wasn't. His spirit and his soul, all was well with his spirit and his soul before he even left his body, because Lillian was there. Because of this, between worlds, whenever our body is starting to give out and our mind is starting to give out, this is what happens to us. We live between worlds. And this is the Sacred Spirit Reading Cards by Anna Stark. So, that's a message that you really need to know, Lucy. He wants you to know that he was not tormented. He was already off on that adventure with Lillian. And I just shuffled them, and that one come up again. Oh, Lucy, I don't know if Lillian... Was Lillian his wife, did you say? I don't know if Lillian was his wife, but it was somebody that he loved dearly. Eternal union. And although this is a bit of a lover's card, it can also represent any kind of love. It doesn't necessarily need to be a romantic love. But there, he was reunited with somebody he truly loved. Okay, so Lucy, everybody needs to know this, how we see things. When you see it from a spiritual perspective, it's different. Okay, Emma Smith, sorry I skipped over you because I saw Lucy's comment. Can you tell me if Mary is with my mom and dad and 3 brothers? Let's see, Mary. And this, Ascended Masters, create open communication. Tell us more about that card. Tell us more about that card. We're asking about Mary. Is Mary with mom, dad, and 3 brothers? Between worlds. She's saying, not only am I there with them, but I'm here also with you. Aren't the cards clever? I am there, but I'm also here. More than one thing can be true at the same time. Create boundaries. Okay, she's worried about you. Create boundaries, but also unlock your heart. Okay. Tell us more, Mary. Tell us more. Which ones? I'm not sure. There's 2 decks here that I'm drawn to, so I might do 2 decks. She's part of higher consciousness. She's trying to give a message for you. Trust yourself. Create boundaries. Stay grounded. Okay, I don't know if there's something that you're going through, M. Smith, but she's a bit worried about you. Oh. Have patience. Okay, let's see. Let's ask the cards. Mary, are you with the family. And how are you feeling now? Let's see. How are you feeling now, Mary? Mary. At peace. At peace. Ooh, that's lovely. Feeling free. Feeling free. Are you with the family, Mary? Are you with Mom and Dad and 3 brothers? Might ask the... She's saying she's had a new beginning, but I might ask the children's deck. She's at risk. Oh, rest. She's at rest. She's content, and the dog is always about love, family. Let's see. She's free from harm. She's free from pain. Whoa. She just wants you to know that she feels so very loved. She feels so very loved where she is. Are you with the others, Mary? Are you with the others? Magic egg, something exciting. New beginnings. I'm getting very much, this is with, this is how, when somebody is like a woman or a girl is called my little princess, this is very much my father energy, the dad energy, saying, oh, my little princess. So I'm getting that's clearly your dad. This might be your mum, the older lady. Let's see what else. Okay, cards. What about the rest of the family? Let's see. Okay. Oh, candle magic. That's my family card. Mom, dad, brother. Absolutely. Mom, dad, brother. So definitely with all of them. And Mary, how are you doing? Oh, this one actually fell out a little earlier. Dance the Rainbow. I love to have beauty in my life. So she's having fantastic fun. And isn't this interesting? This one, oh, there's 2 that have jumped out. This one says, have fun singing and dancing to honor your life. And this one is talking about dancing. And I just said she had fun. They're having a big party up there. That's all I can say. There's a big party going on with the drums and the dancing, and they were waiting for her when she crossed over the Rainbow Bridge. Celestine, embrace the light. Smile. Embrace with a light smile the passages of life. Embrace with a light smile the passages of life. And she's saying, all is as it should be. Celeste, my guides, who are angels, ancestors, loved ones, God, spirit, the highest spirit that can ever help me, I group them together and I call them Celeste, and that means from heaven. So this card is, she's in heaven, and it was just part of the progress of life, I suppose. But I'm getting very much that there's this dancing celebration that was happening. They were they were expecting her. And she got a warm welcome. And there they are, the 5 members of the family. Wow. She's loved and she is protected. Wow. M. Smith, thank you for coming in for asking that. That's a very powerful reading. Alrighty. Okay, I'm going to hop back to Dave Smith's question that he asked before he even started. Just going to hop back quickly. Munchie, thank you very much for your super chat. I recently found out devastating news for private readings. How are those scheduled? I do have a link, Munchie, but I'll just email you, love. Your super chat will cover the cost, so don't worry about that. I'll just email you, and we'll work out a time. Sorry about your devastating news. I will help you out there. Margie M, thank you very much for the super chat. Rose Quartz, thank you very much for your super chat. Thanks for the terrific reading. My absolute pleasure. And just to let everybody know that I did do the draw with a free reading. Munchie, you were in the draw, but you didn't get the free reading. But anyway, your super chat will cover it. So those that won free readings, you can go and have a look and see how I did the draw in my previous live I did today. But those that won readings were Stowe Jen Joe, Dave Murphy, and Sunrise Sunset. And it was done on a completely random basis. I had a random spin the wheel, digital random spin the wheel app that my husband found for me, and those were the 3. I was actually only going to do 2, but it was, I enjoyed it, so I got so excited. So if anybody sees Stowe Genjo or Sunrise Sunset, please let them know. Otherwise, I will try and track them down. Dave Murphy obviously knows. Okay, I'm going to go back to the beginning of this reading because Dave asked a very interesting question, and I want to answer it for everybody. Okay, so Dave Murphy says, I recently had a dream where all my grand and great-grandparents were standing around my bed. The grandfather stood back. The grand and great-grandmothers were so vivid. One said that I needed to ask for help. That was my great-grandmother. My grandmother said she had to intervene. Can spirit intervene in an emergency to keep me alive after my stroke? This is the only thing I can think of. But I don't know if they can, or was it a message for my son James or Ava? Okay, so for those of you who don't know, Dave has now said publicly that he had a stroke. It was just before Christmas, and he had a dream about having a stroke just a few weeks before that, and his son had a dream, a very powerful dream. So they're a very spiritually connected family, and especially through the female line, but the females seem to come to them in dreams. And the great-grandmother came to Dave's son and said, go check on your father, go check on your father. And he ran in and checked on Dave, and Dave was in the middle of having a stroke. And then Dave's children called the ambulance, and the ambulance came and got him. And miraculous, really, because if the boy hadn't woken up in the middle of the night, yeah, I'm not sure if Dave would be with us today. And just before Christmas for little kids. Anyway, so Dave's question is, can spirit intervene in an emergency? Can spirit intervene in an emergency? Or was it a message for your son or daughter? So no, I don't think it was a message for your son or daughter. And yes, spirit can intervene in an emergency, absolutely. And Dave, I believe that spirit did intervene when you had your stroke. Your grandmother coming to your son in that dream, that definitely was divine intervention. And in this one here, you've had the message, you need to ask for help. And so that is also a very strong message. That might be a message about caring for yourself and your children after your stroke, because it's very important to try and keep your blood pressure down. Because, you know, my mother-in-law recently had a stroke, so we're just going through this whole thing ourselves. So I don't know what area of your life might you might find the most stressful, but it's important to ask for help. I know you have a sister around, ask her for help. Ask whoever for help. And I know when I was struggling with my kids and they've got disabilities, at one stage I was just so overwhelmed, and I thought about what is the thing that stresses me most. And so it won't be the same in your situation, but this is for everybody. What is the thing that stresses me most? And for me, it was taking my son to drama class. I don't know. No, bringing my son back from drama class. I don't know why. Taking him there was fine. I would drop him off. I'd come home. But then I'd be like, I'm so exhausted, I actually cannot do another thing. I've been to hospital in and out and doctors and everything with the other one. And I cannot, for some reason, it was that thing that was the most stressful thing in my life. So I asked the drama teacher, I said, do you have any other students who live in my area? Because I can take my son and their child to drama if this other parent can drop them off after. And the drama teacher said, where do you live? And I told them, and she said, I come right past your house to go to the drama class. Why don't I stop off at your house and pick up your son on my way through, and I will drop him back off afterwards? Because I asked the question, so this is where it comes back to you, Dave. Because look in your life and see where you can maybe ask the question. Just put out to the universe, I need help in this area, or can somebody help me, or is somebody available? Even though we're very proud people, that drama teacher, for the next 2 years, drove my son to and from drama, and then she got a job interstate, and then she closed down her drama school. But she said to me at the end of that 2 years that those trips with my child in the car were some of the precious moments that she had over those past two years, because they ended up talking about all sorts of creative and interesting and crazy things, and it was just like her de-stressing time. And so she valued those conversations, and it was like my son got another aunt. So yes, Dave, absolutely, Spirit can and does intervene in an emergency, and also in non-emergencies. We are guided if we open our minds to it. And one of my viewers once asked me, she said to me, oh, I've dreamt 3 times about snakes, and this is in Australia because we have lots of snakes, and I went out to the washing line this morning and there was this big snake on the washing line, but luckily I saw it and I moved out of the way, and then I went away from the washing line and the snake didn't get me. And her question to me was, do all of these snake, the dreams and the emblems of the snakes, and now suddenly seeing a snake, does this mean I'm in for bad luck? And I said, no, those snakes that you dreamed about, those were actually warnings, so that when you went out to the washing line, you were aware and alert, and then you saw the actual snake and you were able to evade it and not be harmed. So Spirit talks to us in interesting and unusual ways. And so, Dave, seeing as you won the free reading, we'll explore that more. But yes, Spirit absolutely can and does help us and intervene and talk to us. Okay. I think that's just a very important thing for people to know. Munchie just sent me an email that distracted me. Okay. Lucy Nagra says, beautiful, thank you. Oh. Okay, let me find. Where was I up to before I disrupted myself? Hello, Margie M. So glad to see you. You were one of my names on my list to go into my draw this morning. Multi-Seti. Welcome to the new member, Multi-Seti. Well done. Thank you very much for joining as a member. Next time I do a draw for a free personal reading, you will be in my draw. Isn't that amazing? Let me see. What is Rainbow's email? My email is in my description of all my videos, Lucy. But it's rainbowpyramid8@gmail.com. But it's in all of my descriptions. Yeah, Margie M, did you see I got the job? Did you see I got the job? Oh, so excited, so happy. Dave says it's great that spirit, when they pass, all their pain and ailments go. That gives me relief. Absolutely, honey. You're going to be flying when you're out of this body. You are going to be flying. And the wonderful thing is that we've built such an amazing community here that when we pass on, we're going to be going, ah, look, it's Dave Murphy from Rainbow Pyramids channel. Oh, look, it's Doodoo Bird from Rainbow Pyramid channel. We're going to have such a party when we all catch up on the afterlife. It's going to be incredible. Yeah. Doodoo Bird says, after we pass, we go back in our body that was the healthiest. Yeah, Doodoo, my understanding is slightly different. When we envisage our past loved ones, we see them in the body that was the healthiest, but we don't have to be stuck in that body. We don't have to be tied to that body. So, and for some people, I understand when they pass, they do want to have the comfort of being in that so-called body. It's not really a body because you're now in spirit. So you can if you want to, but some just prefer to be just light, just spirit, without the need for a body. So there's so much freedom. So much freedom. So Rose Court says, Dave Murphy, in my opinion, we are actually two people. Our physical self that can age and change and get diseases, and our energy self that is unlimited, and that is attached to the divine and that cannot die. Absolutely, Rose Quartz. I'm not sure that we're two people, but that's two parts of us. Let me try and think of how I can explain it. I mean, it's like, you know that you've got a body and you've got a mind, and sometimes your mind goes, ooh, you really shouldn't eat that extra piece of cake, and your body goes, ha, what can it hurt? You know, there's definitely different aspects to us, and our mind is part of our soul, which is part of our spirit, and that's the part that's unlimited, cannot die, and is a part of the divine, basically. So when you go into spirit, when you no longer have your body, you can choose to view yourself as having a body if you want. You know, a lot of the people have had near-death experiences, they will say that they saw people, but I think that's just an easy way so that people don't get freaked out just, you know, seeing angels or light beings or whatever. Yeah, death is death of the body and not of the energy source itself. Exactly right, exactly right. I mean, we don't know 100%, we just, but that from near-death experiences, and when you meditate, you can sometimes go into that more spiritual realm. You have support, we all have support. Okay, let me get back to it. Margie M, could you please ask if my daughter's talent show will go well? She's dancing with her friends. Thank you. Okay, absolutely. Margie M. Margie M. Let's do the children's cards. I don't know how old your daughter is, Margie. Let's do this. So when I'm working from Monday, my time obviously is not going to be my own like it has been. So what my aim is to do some pre-recorded videos that will be scheduled throughout the week, and then on the weekend I'm hoping that I can still meet with you all like this, because I really love these lives. Build a fairy house. Could be the start of something big. Margie M. Oh, it's going to boost their confidence. All of them are going to just come away feeling, wow, that was amazing. Whoa. Magic circle. I'm getting more about, it's the friends and the friendship that are the most important about the dance competition. It's going to build their confidence. Oh, it's going to build their body confidence as well. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that beautiful? They're just going to feel so free and so alive. And oh, look at that. My wishes can float easily out into the world. Oh, they're just going to have the best time ever. They might even, I don't know if they're going to win a prize or whatever. It's going to make them feel so uplifted. And they're going to feel, this one is the card of feeling grateful and blessed. They're going to just enjoy having their friends around them. Yeah, it's just that the energy is going to be amazing. And look at this, wishes coming true. That one is wishes, and this one is wishes. This is going to be the start of, I don't know about the start of, but it's going to take the friendship to a new level, and it very well could be an inspiration for at least some of the people in the group, if not to have dancing as a career, but it's going to be a significant life event. You know how sometimes you have that thing that you look back on in school and you go, oh, that was just an incredible event. So for us, it might be marriage, birth of a child, or whatever. This is going to be a significant event for them. One of my significant events I had was, I was 6 years old. I was in the choir, and the choir mistress decided the choir didn't sound quite as good as it should. And so she made each of us sing by ourselves in front of everybody else. And then she looked at me and she pointed at me and she said, "It's you. You don't sound good. You're off the choir." And we've been practicing for the whole year for the Christmas play. Now we're like, 2 weeks away from the Christmas play. And you could either be in the play or you could be in the choir. And so at the beginning, I tried out for the choir and I was accepted into the choir. And now, 2 weeks before the play, she kicks me out of the choir. I'm 6 years old. She does this publicly, humiliating me. And because it was only 2 weeks to go before the play, I wasn't allowed to be in the play because I hadn't practiced with the people in the play. I'm like desperate. I said to the lady in charge, I said, could I be like a sheep or a rock or something just to be on the stage? And they said, no, you didn't practice with us, so you can't be. I'm like, but I practice with the choir every week. So that was one of my formative memories. But your daughter's dance thing is going to be the complete opposite of that. It's going to be uplifting, exciting. It's going to teach them that they can create magic in their own lives. Assimilate life experience. Practice positivity. It's going to be one of those. It's going to be one of those formative memories that they look back on and they go, "Wow, remember how brave we were." Woo! One of those, Margie M. Alrighty. The Braff. Good morning, Braff. I think I've been emailing you, haven't I? You missed the live draw. Winners were Sunrise Sunset, Stojen Joe, and Dave Murphy. That was very exciting. I really like that. I used this app. I'll show you all of you that missed out. I just love the app. So I've got a list of 69 people that have financially contributed to me. 70 now that Multi-Cities joined. And then I spin it like this. This is the most awesome thing. And then whatever number it lands on, that's the person that wins the prize. So it lands on the number. And then I look and I see what number is in my list, and that's the one that wins. So yeah, I was only going to do one, but it was such fun that I ended up doing 3. Anyway, la 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 la. Cat, hello, cat. Really, rainbow? I don't know what you mean by really, rainbow. My best friend John has just passed on Wednesday. I only found out today. Please let me know if he's okay. Oh, cat, I'm so sorry. So sorry. Sorry that you had to delay in finding out, and also sorry that he passed. Let's see. Now, cats, sometimes I won't get their energy straight after they've passed. But if I don't get his energy, I will get those around him who will be able to tell me how he's doing. Because my intention is never to interrupt or disturb those who have passed. And so I sometimes get the question about, will reading the energy of the person disturb them? They know that if they would find it disruptive, I ask that somebody else steps in and gives me the answers. So no, I don't. We won't be disturbing him. John, weaving. Okay, John, tell us more. Weaving. That's my creating card. Creating a new life. It's a new start. Fertility. Creating a new start. Oh, joy, pure joy and bliss where he is. Pure bliss, pure joy. And this lady that's got this, see the head thing? That reminds me of the Statue of Liberty. And that's a freedom card. Freedom from pain, freedom from fear, freedom from stress or worry. And look at that. Illumination. Life makes so much more sense now than it ever did before. He has learned so much in his short time. Reformation. He's had a bit of a rest on the other side, and he's transforming. He's transforming into pure energy and pure love. Center of the universe. Oh, he's at peace. He's seeing the universe for what it is, and he's seeing, he's experiencing pure and complete and utter love. Wow. Let me see, Kat. One more card for you from John. I think it's this deck. Magic. It's like, you can't believe what it's like over here. Man, when you get here, you are going to be amazed. We are going to have the best time ever. We're going to be so happy. We're going to have such fun. You are just going to be amazed. But until that day, my dear friend, I will walk beside you to help you have the strength to deal with whatever life throws at you. Wow. What an incredible guy. And he came through directly, not through other people. So, yeah, he's incredible. The Braff. I'd like to know how my mother Elizabeth is doing, and if she has any messages for the immediate family or greater family. The Braff. Let's ask. The Braff. How is Elizabeth? The Braff. How is Elizabeth? Oh, she's in charge. She's watching out for you on the other side, and she is taking charge. She is the leader. She is guiding people. She's organizing people. She wants you all to know how much power you have over your own lives. And this is tied into past experiences, difficult experiences that have made you stronger. Oh, she just wants to send you love. She loves you so much. She loves you so much. She wants you to understand and be aware of just how much she loves you. Oh, the breath. This is pure and unconditional love. Go with the flow. Don't try so hard in a situation where you where you're struggling. Do what you can and then pray. And she's part of higher conscious now, and she's helping you every step of the way. Every step of the way. Wow. Amazing. I'm just getting this leadership card. She's a little bit bossy. But in a good, kind, loving way. Okay, the breath. She's very connected with what you all are doing. Very connected. And that's because of the mother's love. Okay. Let's see. Margie M. Again, thank you very much for your super chat. Yes, please. James is asleep. Alrighty. Let's see what else. Lucy Nagra says, that is so comfort. Yes, Lillian is his wife. Oh, that makes it, that card very, very much more strong. What was it? Eternal Union, I think it said. Anyway, that was the Eternal Love card. Lucy Nagra says, I guess because he used to attack people and was living in World War II. Yeah, and that's just because the brain has misfired. The spirit and the soul is at peace and elsewhere, already living with those that have passed. Peace, 9898. Hello, how are you? If you missed the live draw earlier on, the winners were Stojen Joe, Sunrise Sunset, and Dave Murphy. I was only going to do one, but I enjoyed the app so much. Lucy Nagra says, Rainbow, thank God you came into my life. I am blessed. Oh, thank you, Lucy. And I'm blessed to have you. I'm blessed to have all of you. Yeah. When I started this channel, I was so depressed that I couldn't get out of bed. And you know what's helped me? Helping you all connect with your loved ones. That's what's helped me. So, yeah, I don't have any depression now. I am not on any medication. Yeah. Alrighty. Let's see. Who else? Cindy Davis says, thank you, my dear. I'm glad to hear she is going through a hard time. Is a good woman, and I love to hear the positives are coming. Absolutely, Cindy, absolutely. Yeah, if you've asked a question, I'm going through the chat in the order of the chat, so please be patient and I will get to you. Don't ask a duplicate question, please, and don't ask more than once because it's very difficult then for me. Okay. Again, Multi-City, welcome, welcome. Okay, so now I normally only ever answer one question. But Cindy Davis has asked a question that I really do want to answer. And this is for Cindy, but this is for everybody, okay, who is in this position or who may be in this position in the future. Cindy asks, my dad has dementia. I see him often. He can't say much. How is he feeling? And I really believe, and my mother-in-law is in the hospital with dementia at the moment. No, not dementia, post-stroke, but we believe she's starting with dementia. I really believe that this is the card that represents our family members when they're unable to communicate with us. They live half in the spirit world and they play in the spirit world. And I will draw a card for you, Cindy. But this is what I believe. They are seeing the hidden realms. They are seeing past loved ones. They are seeing spirits, ascended masters. And they're going through a spiritual evolution. It's difficult for us to see them like that. But I do believe that this is where they are and what's happening with them. So for us, it's very distressing. But for them, even though it might appear distressing, for them, it's not distressing because they. That's not to say that you shouldn't see them, because they are also very much aware of you, and your presence brings them great comfort. But for them, they're living, and this, Cindy, I'm drawing your father's energy, and I'm sorry to hear that he has dementia, but this is his energy, that he's going through the beginning of something exciting. I can let go of what I no longer need. He's getting to that stage where he can let go of the physical realms. And any of us who have family who are very ill, we need to tell them, when you feel you are ready to pass from this world to the next, don't stay because of me. When you're ready, let go of this life. I will always love you. And when your time comes, you have my blessing to let go. Happy. He is just absolutely happy and content. Look at that. He is happy and content. And look at that. He knows that he's loved and protected. He knows that he's loved and protected. He's just in a happy, safe place in his mind, even though he can't communicate with you. He's feeling happy, safe, loved, and protected. That's how he's feeling. But also, in the spiritual realm, he's having this great adventure. And I hope that helps anybody with family members with dementia or stroke or any ailment where they cannot communicate. Alrighty. I'm still going through the cards. Dave, I hope you're recovering. Sending love, says Lucy Nagra. Yes, Dave. We all hope that you are recovering, and I'm amazed that you were out of hospital so quickly. The stroke happened a few days before Christmas, and he made sure he was out of hospital so that his kids wouldn't have to have that memory of him in hospital over Christmas. And I really hope you didn't push yourself too much. Let's just pull a card for Dave for his recovery. Oh my word. Ava and James. Selenite. Purify yourself and connect to the higher energies always available to you. Yeah, they are your energetic match. Moss agate. Small things become important. Oh. Rebecca. Go beyond your limits by tapping into your emotional strength. And they are your emotional strength. But sometimes the emotional strength also means having the wisdom to know when to slow down and to ask for help. Okay. Righty-ho. Let's see. Dave says, my blood pressure is on a good day 181 to 102, has been as high as 212, 122. Okay, that's not good, Dave. You really need to get some help with that blood pressure. Whether you need to do meditation, there's lots of meditations on YouTube. Whether you need to go for a walk, whatever you need to do. This is the card. And I think this might be to do with a warning that you got in your dream. Somehow you need to be inspired to figure out some way that you can bring that blood pressure down. And I don't know what help you need. I don't know what it is. Also research diet. There are certain foods that can help reduce your blood pressure. Dr. Berg on YouTube, I trust. I've used some of his remedies before. He's very good. Yeah, that I think is the warning from your dream. You have got to get some help with that. It could also be, you know, you and I spoke before about hypnotherapy. There are tons of hypnotherapy videos online. And meditation videos. I'm trying to think. Jason Stevenson does more meditation, but there are the ones that do hypnotherapy. Just listen to them and see if you're happy with a person's voice. And you can do hypnotherapy on YouTube videos, from YouTube videos. Give yourself a certain time in the day, and that self-hypnosis, I'm telling you, can really help. But the message really is, if you don't look after their children's father, it could have a sad ending. So I'm getting that you can be restored to much better health, but you're going to have to try a few different things. And I'm getting that self-hypnosis could really be the thing that helps you. But try different things, and not each thing might just bring your blood pressure down 5 or 10%. Alrighty. Okay. My gorgeous assistant is bringing me some coffee. Thank you, gorgeous assistant.
My pleasure.
That's my husband, in case you're wondering. I have the most incredible husband. I'm so blessed. Thank you. He's been so supportive of me with this new job application, and it's really taken up so much time, and he was just been really giving me some good advice about the application. And yeah, one of the great things about our relationship, and we actually talked about this before we got married. We've been married now almost 25 years, and his parents didn't have they argued a lot. So I just said to him, I don't want to have a marriage that's like your parents, so we need to work out now, before we get married, how we're going to deal with conflict. And one of the most important things in our marriage has always been knowing that the other person always only has our best interests at heart. And if you can trust that, the grace it brings you is beyond measure. Beyond measure. So, I don't know why I got distracted. Yes, you brought me coffee. Very nice. I don't think he really understands what I do here, but he's very supportive. Lucy Nagra says, following Friday's reading by you on my dad, I prayed you would come online, and you did on Monday. Oh, thanks, Lucy. Thanks for helping me to guide me to come online on Monday. I know with my new job I'm going to be less available to you guys, but that's okay, because Spirit will work out Oh, Spirit will work out the right timing for the right thing. This is the reason, this card is the reason I bought this deck. And this is my card of my dad and me, Rainbow. Your mind can create beyond all limits. Oh, thanks, Dad. Thanks, Dad. Popping up in the reading. Okay. And we've had Rose Quartz talking about her husband had a hemorrhagic stroke, and he lived for another 15 years. Woo! And that's the other thing, Rose Quartz, that you bring to mind, is that we can have in our minds how things are going to go. And for me, the most recent affirmation that I've had is, wouldn't it be amazing? And I love the energy around, wouldn't it be amazing? Wouldn't it be amazing, Dad, if you could help me get a job before your birthday? His birthday's on the 23rd of January. I signed the employment contract on the 22nd, one day before his birthday. Wouldn't it be amazing if I could get the best job ever? The best job for my skills and experience. Wouldn't it be amazing? The job I got is beyond anything I could have imagined or dreamed up. It suits every one of my skills, every one of my experience. It suits my personality. Yeah. Let your dreams be your unconscious talking to you. Yeah, wouldn't it be amazing? So Dave, wouldn't it be amazing if your health started to improve? Wouldn't it be amazing if Dave's blood pressure was able to come down? Wouldn't it be amazing if Dave found the right meditation or hypnosis videos for him that really helped him bring his blood pressure down? Wouldn't it be amazing if Dave's chronic pain started to heal? Wouldn't it be amazing if Dave found a new doctor who had a new idea that really transformed his life? Lucy, wouldn't it be amazing if Rainbow come on and did a video when I just needed her? Dawn, mum to an angel. Oh, Dawn, so sorry to hear that. Thank you so much for being here, Dawn. I'm so glad you're here. I hope you ask a question. I'm going through all it in order, so I hope you ask a question. When you do ask a question, please try and provide as much information as possible, including the name of the person who's passed over that you might want me to read on. You're welcome here anytime, Dawn. Lovely to have you. Let me see. Irene Del Rio says, congratulations, Rainbow Pyramid, on obtaining your new job. Thank you very much, Irene. I am so excited. It has been, 3 years that I've been looking for the right job. And it's so interesting because in the past 3 years I've been praying and begging and going, please let me get a job. Please let me get a job. Please, please, please. I need a job. I want a job. I need a job. Please. I deserve it. I've worked so hard. I can't go on. This business that I'm running is so difficult. Please. Nothing. Well, I had 7 interviews in 3 years. Just maybe a week and a half before I signed on the dotted line for this job, I was like, wouldn't it be amazing if I could get the job that's exactly right for me and fits all my skills and experience? Wouldn't it be amazing? And I asked my dad, who's passed over, Dad, wouldn't it be amazing if you could get me a job? You could open all the doors and get me a job just before your birthday this year. And of course, I signed the contract the week before. This job, I haven't told you guys this yet. I actually had applied for a different job through the employment agent, and he went like, no, I've got the perfect job for you. And he put me forward. So I went for and I said to him, look, I've got autism. I struggled in the interviews previously. I don't know what I've done wrong. And so he talked me through it, and he really gave me some very good advice about just being yourself. And I said to him all about the autism. He said, well, just let them know in the meeting. They'll appreciate the openness. You might say something like, if I miss a social cue or something, it might be because of my autism, but that's what gives me strong focus, which makes me so good at my job. I didn't quite say it that way. We were talking about sort of having an interest in a very narrow aspect of law, and I said, yes, I have an interest in this narrow aspect of law called intellectual property because of my autism. People with autism tend to have very narrow focus, but it's a very hyper focus, and so that makes us very good at our jobs. So I did bring it in, and I didn't know, and it's the first time I've ever in my interview ever said that I've got autism, and I couldn't believe it. The guy, the main interviewer, said to me, oh yes, I know, Mitch told me. Mitch was the employment agent. I didn't tell Mitch that he could tell the employer, but he had such a good relationship with the employer that he told him that in confidence, in case I didn't feel comfortable bringing it up. He just said to Daryl, look, if Catherine doesn't come across 100%, lovey-dovey or whatever in the interview, just be aware she's got autism, and so she's just concerned about the interview, and so just be aware of that. She might miss the context of something or whatever. Anyway, he did it in a very nice way. And so I did the interview. It went really well. I was able to give lots of examples of my past experience, and I was just so comfortable. I couldn't believe that I spoke about autism, but anyway, everything went well. And then he said, oh yes, I will let you know. So of course, because you've got an employment agent, they can't tell you, they have to tell the employment agent. I walk to the next door building where I'm parked, go up the lift, get into my car, close the door. I turn on my car and I just put the aircon on, and I'm sitting there just trying to regroup, thinking, how did the interview go? My phone rings. It's Mitch, the employment agent. I'm like, hey, Mitch, just finished my interview. How are you? No, I'm good. He says, man, I don't know what you did in that interview. I'm like, why? Was it bad? He says, no, I've never ever had this happen before. But they phoned me. The minute you left the office, they phoned me, and they're like, can you just call her and offer the job to her? He says, it's never ever happened. Normally they have to discuss it. They have to talk to other people. They've got this long process. He said, I've employed so many people for this particular company, and there's the whole process that they go through. It's like, this has never happened to me before. I can't believe it, but they want to offer you the job, and they want to offer you the salary that, Mitch helped me work out what salary would be appropriate, and it was way more than I would have asked for, but anyway. And they're like, so my point is this energy of, wouldn't it be amazing? I don't think it's a coincidence that within a few days of me starting to tell myself, wouldn't it be amazing? And I can just feel my energy lift when I say that. So yeah, wouldn't it be amazing? So now I'm saying, wouldn't it be amazing if I'm the best employee this company has ever had? Wouldn't it be amazing if I'm able to create and form a department that is just so incredible that it becomes the go-to for this type of law, that it becomes the model for how they create other departments, that it becomes such a money spinner that they don't know how they did without it, that it employs so many people and gives so many opportunities? Wouldn't it be amazing? Oh, I'm loving the energy of that. So Irene Del Rio, thank you so much for your congratulations. Okay. Is there a message from your brother who passed away in 2020? Irene, I am so sorry about your loss of your brother. Please remember, anybody who is going to ask a question, it helps me connect to the energy more strongly if you say the person's name. The connection to you, like brother, is very important, but also their name. And so this is the first card that's popped out, Irene. And it says soul fragments, but it says balance will be restored. So I'm getting there that whatever mental issues he had, whatever stress he had, the balance has been restored. And look at that, Ascended Masters. He's gone from struggling in pain, especially I'm getting the mental anguish, to this very calm, pure, relaxed, peaceful energy. Yeah, he's really just at peace. He's at peace. Let's see what else. Oh, Irene. Oh, pull a child card, because often child cards can read sibling energy. Magic. It was the beginning of something exciting. Flowing. He's flowing where he is. There's a calm and a peace and a confidence to him. Let's see what else. Irene's brother. Wow. Breakthrough. And that jumped out. He's had some breakthroughs since he's been there. It's been beyond his wildest dreams. And he's feeling grounded. Oh, and at peace. Wow. Irene, wow. There you go. That's the card he wants you to know. Peace. He's gone from feeling fragmented to having his balance restored to being this calm, conscious person who's completely at peace. There you go. Wow. And those, the breakthrough card and this peace card really leapt out of the deck. Like it was like, tell her now. He's anxious for you to know. Wow. Okie dokie. Irene Del Rio, thank you for being here. Always. You're always here. And I really appreciate you and your love and support. Brianne Jordan, welcome. Thank you for being here. Just so you know, for future, the more specific you can be in a question, particularly by giving people's names, the more strongly I can feel the energy. But anyway, that's okay. Healing. Brianne Johnson. Healing. So we'll see what else the card has to say. I'm not sure whether this is them that is healed or whether they're helping heal something within inside of you. Happiness. They want you to be happy and full of joy. But they are also in a happy place. And they want you to know that your future is filled with abundance. Your future is filled with abundance of financially, love, all good things, any good things that you could want. That is your future. But you are going to need strength through the difficulties of life, and they will be with you there every step of the way. Let's see what else. Brianne Jordan. Sometimes life can get frantic, and it's important to have times to be calm, to be still, to meditate, to pray, to go for a walk, to clear your head, and trust yourself to help navigate through difficult times. And you're never alone, because higher conscious is always with you, and your loved ones are feeling free, and they can't wait to see the adventure of your life unfold. Wow. Thank you so much, Brianne Jordan, for the question. And thank you again to everybody who has given super chats, and also to Multi-Seti, our most recent member. Thank you so much. Membership is only $1.99 a month. I think that's in Australian dollars, so it's probably $1 if you're paying in US, or it might be $1.99 US. I can't remember. Otherwise, I've got another 2 levels, $2.99 and I think $9.99, whatever. I appreciate the energy exchange. Multi-Seti, if you do not ask a question, I will do a general reading for you anyway. Dawn, Mum to an Angel. Let's see. What is your question? Good evening. Has my mum got a message for me? She passed when I was 15 years old. Oh, Dawn, I'm so sorry to hear that. That's terrible. So sorry. Dawn. see. Dawn's mum. Boundaries. She wants you to know that you need to set boundaries around yourself to protect your energy, not to let people in if they're going to be draining you. Sometimes it's difficult to know who to let in and who not to let in, and one of the ways to work it out is to make sure that whoever's around, I'm not sure that you notice that some people around you make you feel drained, and some people around you make you feel energized. If somebody's constantly making you feel drained, that's when you need to put that energy behind you. Fertility, baby. If your username means that you have a child who has passed over, this is the card that your mom's saying is, I'm looking after your baby. Sort of a bit of a somber energy, or reciprocity. She's always with you, and she's so proud of you. She's so proud of you. She wishes she could have stayed longer. New beginnings. Good things are coming. Oh, good things are coming in your life, and gratitude. She is so proud of you, and she's so pleased to have had you as a daughter for the time that she did. And this weaving, this is her working behind the scenes in the spiritual realm, always opening doors for you, helping you create the best possible life for you. Truth. This card jumped out. Not sure what the truth is about, but joy. She wishes your life to be filled with joy, and she is at peace and in joy. Purpose. You have a purpose in life, and your purpose in life is to know love, but also to be a person of action. It's you and your mum, and you and your child. Just going off the energy of your username, if you have a child that's passed over. And your mum looking after your child. And look at that. She will protect them and keep them safe. And you can enjoy your life and have a good, fulfilled, long life. Don't worry about those that have gone before you. Don't worry about those who have passed away before you, because they are safe. They bring you insight. And it's all about the cycles of life. Don't feel held back by those who have passed before you, because they are free and they are well. All is well with their souls. That's the insight card. Hoo-hoo! Expect unexpected blessings. That's the message. Expect unexpected blessings. Cat says, alright, so that's the end of that reading. Dawn, Mum to Angel, please come back and for other readings on another day. So lovely to have you here. And anybody that I've done a reading for, please can you make a comment? Let me know if the reading resonated with you. Often you will be able to get messages from the cards that I won't, because there will be things in the cards that I miss that you are able to pick up on. Dawn, your mum, this is a very important card for your mum to let you know. She's always looking after you. She's always looking after, if you have a child who's crossed over, or even if you have children that haven't crossed over, she's always keeping an eye on them. But she's so proud to have you as her daughter. And then this card here, this welcome card that jumped out. I'm just getting how she is there to welcome family members as they pass over. Just in the natural fullness of time. Nobody needs to be in any hurry to get there. But when it happens in the proper right timing, she will be there. She will be there waiting as each person crosses over. She's like the welcoming party, if that makes any sense. So Kat says, so sorry to do this. I've been so busy with life. I haven't had a chance to be in the pyramid very much. How I have missed your channel. Oh, Kat, we've missed you too, my lovely. So glad to have you back. And I'm trying to do the live every Saturday around this time. Yeah, my life is about to get a lot busier as well. So just pop in when you can. Pop in when you can. And Kat says, I think this is a reference to my reading. Amazing news. Thank God. Thank you. My absolute pleasure, Kat. Kat saying, thank you very much. He was incredible. My absolute pleasure, Kat. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate you. The Braff. Thank you for connecting with Mum. She certainly loved her family and we always feel her presence. Oh, that's lovely. That's lovely, Braff. Janeka Casimiro. I'm so sorry I asked. Topic not related to your live chat. That's all right, Janeka. Did I read for you? I go into a trance, and so I go into a trance and then I can't remember what I've done. I'm getting more flexible about what I read about, Janeka. You retracted your message. I don't know if I read on it. I can't remember. Sorry. I'm in a trance and I'd only remember parts of it. That's okay. You can ask, Janeka. That's fine. Munchie says, I love that story. Helping others can heal just like laughter. Absolutely. Doodle Bird, did you miss anything? I'm not sure. Mary, hi, new sub. Can I ask a free question, please? Yes, Mary, you can. Everybody who is on here can ask. Margie M says, thank you so much, Rainbow. She's so excited. Oh, that's wonderful, Margie M. We'll keep her in our prayers and thoughts. Mary, will I succeed at university this year? From the first try, I finished the exams. Let me have a little sip of my coffee. Okay, and you're afraid of the results. Well, you got the willpower to succeed, to break barriers. New beginnings. I'm getting very positive messages here for you, Mary. The wealth card jumped out, so that's positive. Order. That's about being organized. And look at that. Accomplishment. That's very much an energy of reaching goals. And look at that. Action. Once you've accomplished these exams, it's time to take further action. So I'm getting very positive messages here for you, Mary. And with the accomplishment, that's very, very clear. Also, as you reach each accomplishment, it's important to celebrate. So for many years, my husband and I were very bad about that. We would do something amazing, and then we would just be head down, ready for the next thing. So it's very important to celebrate each and every little accomplishment. Dave says, I will definitely look at the self-hypnosis. I think that would be good for me. Dave, what I'll do is I've got a few channels that I saved that I listen to regularly, and I'll let you know which ones I do. That will just give you a starting point. You don't have to do the ones I do, but I do recommend that you listen to the self-hypnosis without going into the hypnosis first, to make sure that you trust the person. Listen to a couple of the videos. Yeah, because you don't want to be hypnotized by somebody you don't trust. Okay, Dawn. As my mum got everything to say. She passed when I was 15. Oh yeah, didn't only ask your question once, honey. Mickey Coleman. Hello, Mickey. Have we seen you here before? I don't really remember seeing your name here before. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And thank you to all of my super chats. And also, I see some people have gone on to my Buy Me a Coffee and donated me some money on Buy Me a Coffee. That is very much appreciated. Mickey Coleman, do any of my departed loved ones have message for me? Thanks, Robin. Okay, remember, if you ask about loved ones, if you give me their name in your first question, it helps me to hone in on the energy more. But don't worry, you can do that next time. Mickey Coleman, let's see, what do loved ones have to say for Mickey? Action. Mickey, is it time to get off your butt and do something? Have you been procrastinating on something? It's time for action. Ooh. And your loved ones are watching over you. This is very much the family card. They're proud of you. They want you to have courage to do the things you need to do. Oh, weaving. They just want to remind you that you create your own future to a certain extent. And so the decisions and the actions you take now will affect your life in 5 years' time, 10 years' time. So, but they are there helping you weave the tapestry of your life, helping you to create the life that you want. Gratitude. They're very grateful for having had you in their lives. And they just want to ask you to focus a little bit more on gratitude yourself in your life. It's sometimes it's difficult to, I don't know, I don't connect with that word gratitude. I connect with the word, what is my word? People, I've forgotten my word. When my son was in and out of hospital, I find it difficult to say, oh, I'm so grateful. But I sure appreciated the hospital. That had energy for me. I could connect to that energy. I appreciated those nurses. I appreciated the doctors who were trying to work out what was wrong with my son. I appreciated. So I wasn't doing gratitude like, oh yeah, I'm going to dance for joy because life is so good. No, it was, I really appreciate. And I remember one night we were leaving the hospital. It's like midnight. And my son, who hardly ever ate anything, he said to the nurse, I'm so hungry. Do you have any food? And they gave him this white bread cheese sandwich. It was just white bread with a slice of cheddar cheese and like nothing else. No butter, no nothing. And he ate the sandwich, and he'd been in the hospital for a few days, and he hadn't been allowed to eat because in case they needed to operate. And he bit into this sandwich, and he was like, oh, this is the best thing I've ever eaten. They're so kind. They gave me a free sandwich. And that just really, it just lit up my heart. It just, he was grateful, and he appreciated the sandwich. So, yeah. Mickey. Also, set boundaries. Set boundaries. Don't let people come too much into your energy if they're too negative. Set boundaries. Also set boundaries with yourself. Make sure that you're looking after yourself. Make sure that you don't ignore your needs. And your loved ones have an unexpected surprise that should be coming to you soon. Maybe in the next couple of months. How exciting is that? Mickey Coleman, thank you so much for being here, Mickey. We love having you here. And this morning, on my other live, I did a free draw for anybody who's financially contributed to this channel. So that was a lot of fun. Stojen Joe, who I haven't seen yet today, won something, and Sunrise Sunset, I think, and also Dave Murphy. Let me have a look on my list here. Sunrise Sunset, I think that was, yeah, Sunrise Sunset. Okay, so I will do another draw for a free reading at some stage, but I'll need to catch up with my current obligations. Also, I have to prepare for my new job, because what's happening is I've got a business with a business partner who happens to be my husband, and my half of the business is going to be joining my new employer's business. So I need to get my stuff up to date so that I can do that transfer over. M. Smith says, Paul McKenna hypnosis tape is excellent and he's helped me many times. Oh, that's good to know, M. Smith. I'm going to try that out. Paul McKenna. There's a few others that I just can't think of off the top of my head. Actually, I can just see who's in my subscriptions. Let me see. There's one that's called Divine Self-Hypnosis, who I really, really enjoy. Let me see. Yeah, Jason Stevenson is definitely a good one. John Moyer. John Moyer is the other one that I listen to. But some of John's newer stuff is very ASMR, you know, where they whisper, which completely freaks me out. But his older stuff is really good. That was the one that I was trying to think of. Also, Motivational Doc. He's got some very good videos about what would you call it? Like healthy eating and the kinds of things that you can eat that'll lower your blood pressure. Or yeah, he's pretty good. Okay. So if you're new here, I go through the questions in the order that they've asked. So if I haven't got to you yet, that would be why. Dawn, Mumhood Angel. My mum died when I was 15. I'm 68 now and I still miss her every day. I'd love to know if she's still around me. Her name was Eileen, the most amazing woman. Dawn, this card. Let me find the card. That crown, you will always be her little princess. She will never leave you. She will never, ever, ever leave you. Alrighty. Cree, good morning. Good morning. How are you, Cree? Welcome. Does my dad, who passed, born on February 25, 1937, have a message for me? Thank you very much for all you do. Interesting, Cree. I believe that numbers... Well, firstly, sorry about your loss. But I believe that numbers are significant. 25th of February is my birthday. 1937 is my mother's birthday year. So the numbers are telling me that you're in the right place at the right time. That we have a divine connection. Okay. So let's find out. Cree. Cree's dad. Cree's dad. Huh. I shuffled them. That came out. You're his little princess. He will always be with you no matter what. He's so proud of you. Welcome. Welcome. Let's read more on that welcome card. Let's read more on that welcome card. This card's come out. It looks scary, but don't be scared about it. It's actually about resilience. And it says, even when things seem difficult, you have resilience, and that resilience comes from him. And you're welcome to call on him at any time. You're welcome to call on him when you feel like this world is too much. And look at that. He is so proud of you and everything you've done. He is so proud of all of your accomplishments. Ideas. Sometimes when you get interesting ideas or unusual ideas, that will be coming from him. That will be coming from him. That's how he communicates with you, through ideas. And he's saying here that you have fulfilled your life's purpose. You have fulfilled your life's purpose, and you continue to do so. And your life's purpose is to do with bringing love and light to the world, learning how to forgive others, and learning patience. He sees you as his little girl, and he sees you now as an older woman, and there's a faithful dog companion. All he wants for you is for you to have contentment, for you to know that you have lived your life well, and it's not yet over for you, that you will continue to live your life well. Oh, the rainbow bridge. Not even death can separate us. Not even death can separate us. Wow. Let me do a child card, seeing as you are his child. Even though you are in more advanced years, you are still his child. And flowing with the seasons. So this is the accomplishment card. He's so proud of you for all you've done. And then at the bottom there, the crown. My little princess. He's so proud of you. He is so proud of you. He just is bursting with pride. And he never leaves you. Wow. Isn't that amazing? So there you go. Cree, there you go. I think I have let me see who's next. Lucy Nagra, almost midnight in the UK, so I'm off to bed as an early start. God bless you, Rainbow, and everyone. Good night, Lucy. You're probably gone by now, but good night, Lucy. Malti Seti, hello. I have had a really tough time lately, health-wise. Oh, and emotionally. I'm sorry to hear about that, Malti Seti. Cannot feel my mum around me, and my sister is back in my life. What am I supposed to be learning? Thank you. Alrighty. That card just jumped out. Cycles of life. Let me take a drink. Sometimes when we don't hear from our loved ones, or we don't feel our loved ones across the veil, it's because it's a season of life in which them being there would be a distraction. So this is more so for you to learn how to have hope and faith in the absence of that feeling of them being there, because that's what faith is. Faith is hope in the absence of proof. So you know that she's there, even if you don't feel her. Okay? Purpose. And that was your question. What is the purpose? What am I supposed to learn? So let's ask the cards. Multi-seti. What is multi-seti supposed to be learning right now? Ooh, the unexpected. And this lady's got a big fat smile on her face. So it's about hope and help that comes from unexpected sources and unexpected surprises of a good kind. Also progression. You need to learn about progression, how everything that's come before in your life builds and leads to this moment. What have you gone through previously that can help you in this current situation? And beauty. Remember that you are beautiful inside and out. Even when you struggle, even when health is not good, even when emotions are not good. And so this beauty is to see yourself as the soul sees you, to see yourself as God sees you, an incredible, amazing, beautiful being who is just as beautiful when you struggle than when all is well in your world. You also, the purpose is to learn that you have power within you, especially when things seem to be going wrong on the outside. And believe me, I have had decades of challenges, so I understand. And the challenges have been disability in my children, ongoing illnesses, chronic illnesses that they couldn't diagnose, disabilities they couldn't diagnose, my father being very ill, they couldn't diagnose him either. I've had all sorts of things, depression, and depression to the extent that I couldn't get out of bed. Okay, and I'll just pull this card. This is your mother saying, I'm always there protecting you, but you also need to protect your health as well. And this might be a time where you are reformed, transformed. And so what I did to help my mental health was I started really focusing on helping other people. And I try to think about it. How could I do it? I couldn't go and volunteer at an animal shelter when I couldn't even get out of bed. How could I do something small, something that wouldn't take all that energy from me? I tried doing some craft stuff, some painting, that kind of thing, and that was nice. My crafts were nice. I ended up giving them away to people, and people really liked them. But I still didn't feel like a connection. And then I was reading cards for myself to help guide myself. And then one day I just had this thought in my head. What if I did that and I turned on the camera and one person on the internet saw it and I helped one person? And so that's what I started doing. Renewal. So you're reforming and renewing. There's something about this time that you're going through is about a renewing of your spirits, your emotions. So if you can just find one thing, and even if it's coming on to a group like this and encouraging other people, that kind of thing, that helps. Or if it's going to the grocery store and smiling at the clock, or seeing that the lady in the pharmacy's got a new hairstyle and complimenting her, just something like that, that starts to help shift your energy. Also, the wouldn't it be amazing saying, and so wouldn't it be amazing if my health started to improve? Wouldn't it be amazing if my emotions started to improve? If you say that to yourself before your feet hit the floor in the morning and before you go to sleep at night, wouldn't it be amazing if my health started improving? Wouldn't it be amazing if I found medical people who could help me to get my health back on track? That opens the energy to allow goodness and miracles to flow in. So let's see. What else? What else do these cards have to say? I'm actually getting to change the deck. Let's see. Hope jar. This is your mum. Wishes. My wishes can float easily out into the world. Hope jar. And this is the family card. So your family is very important during this difficult time. I'm full of hope and I take action. This is what I was saying before. Doing one small thing that can help lift your spirits each day. And it might be going for a walk. When I was in that state, I couldn't go for a walk. I knew I should, but I couldn't. What is the thing that takes the least amount of your energy that you can do to make you feel a bit better? For me, it was turning on the camera and making a video. That's what it was for me. For you, it'll be something completely different. Maybe it's just sending a text to a loved one, whatever it is, whatever you can do. And that's part of your sort of prescription, your homework, I want to say, to living a more healthy life. Is we have to do these things consciously. We can't just go, yeah, some days I'm going to say, I hope today's a good day. It's something to work on. And as you say these things, wouldn't it be amazing if today was a day with less pain than yesterday? When we open ourselves up to that energy, that's when energetically we invite good things into our lives. We invite healing into our lives. Not everybody's going to be healed. Some people continue with pain or whatever, but the raising the energy gives us hope and the ability to cope with it and to learn from what we're going through and to help others, even though our life is difficult. So I hope that helps you, Melty City. I hope you see you back, and I'm so pleased that you joined as a member. I do these lives most weekends, so I really hope we'll see you back, and I will keep you in my prayers. All right. And police, I haven't seen you for ages. How are you, my lovely? Is there anything my late mother-in-law and father-in-law need for me to know? Thank you, Rainbow Pyramid. Let's see. And police, I haven't seen you for ages. I'm so glad you're back. Hoo-hoo. Reformation, transformation. Time for you to maybe do something differently. Fertility. There's something in the air, something about growth is coming to you. Something new, something unexpected, some kind of a surprise. Contentment. Okay, tell us more, mother-in-law and father-in-law. Tell us more for Anne. Order. Okay. Winning in life. I'm not really connecting with these cards, so I'm going to... Maybe I've been on too long. Oof, I've been on for 2 hours. I really need to get to do some work. Okay, 2 more questions. Whoever, just ask. If you haven't asked, ask now, and I will be cutting off questions quite soon. Freedom. Your parents-in-law are saying that something is going to happen. Some opportunity that is going to perhaps be financial freedom for you. It's whatever it is, where you take the opportunity, it's going to result in ultimately you having contentment in your last year's growth. Yeah, see, reformation, rebirth, growth. Not sure what the protection card is. I'm getting security, protection, more security, like financial security and happiness. Wow. And there's some really good things coming your way. They want you to be open to new opportunities, open to new friendships, open to things that might initially not be the kind of things that you might do. I don't know what area of your life it's in relation to, but they're just talking about Sol Invictus. That's winning sun of life. There are some amazing opportunities coming your way for abundance and happiness. And abundance doesn't need to only be financial. It can be abundance of love. Abundance of fulfillment. Janeko says, Rainbow's employment. The employer know about her health. I'm from sales. Well, as a lawyer, Janeka, I can tell you that if you choose to reveal information about yourself, that's absolutely fine. I don't know why there's a bit of a dark energy coming through with this, like you're cross. My point of the story was that by being more open with the employer, they were able to see me for who I am, and they were able to realize the opportunity for them to employ me. So, yeah, please don't take anything negative from what I've said. It was all supposed to be positive. And I wouldn't have let the employment agent know about my autism if I hadn't trusted him for him to deal with it in an appropriate way. And he trusted the employer enough that he could have that conversation with them to help me get the job. And I think this is one thing that we all need to know in our lives: where to focus. And the focus is, if somebody genuinely has your best interests at heart, then only positive things can happen. Okay. Kerry Channel. Hello, how are you, Kerry Channel? You want to know what is your life's purpose. Okay, let's find out. Kerry Channel. Oh, Kerry Channel's asking, what job did I get? Oh, I got a job. So I'm an intellectual property lawyer, and I got a job in a general law firm where I'm going to be setting up their intellectual property department and growing it. So it's very exciting. At the moment, I'm running my own business, but I don't like the business side of it. So it's kind of the best of both worlds. I will be able to grow the new department, but they will have, they'll do all the accounting and all the blah 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 stuff behind the scenes, but they have the willingness to help them grow that department. So, Kerry Channel, you asked, what is your life's purpose? Okay, focus. Focus. Alrighty. Oh, hang on, one fell down. Let me get that for you. Focus on healing. Okay, so this healing could be physical or emotional healing. And a lot of the time it's to do with not staying in offense. So if somebody hurts you, to be able to heal that hurt and not live in a spirit of offense. Trust. So despite people hurting you, to learn to trust yourself to handle whatever life throws at you, if that makes sense. Because we can't control what other people do. We can't make sure that other people don't hurt us along the journey. But your life's purpose is to trust yourself to be able to handle whatever comes your way. And to be strong. But of course, to be strong doesn't mean to be reckless or pushy. Sometimes there's strength in being gentle. Activation. Your other purpose in life is to activate your spiritual knowing, which basically means just to form a relationship with God and get closer to God. God, spirit, whatever you want to call spirit, the universe, reflection. reflection. So you need to focus and reflect, learn from each thing that's happened in your life, and have breakthroughs. Especially this, I'm getting very much mental breakthroughs, and then abundance will happen. So if you believe that, oh, here comes my mum with coffee. I've got Mark already made me coffee.
Did he? Oh, shame. Thank you.
Keep that one for me. I will warm it up later. Thank you. Gee, I'm going to miss this when I'm working in town. So what were we talking about? Reflecting on life's experiences, breaking through limiting beliefs, and believing that you deserve abundance and enjoying abundance. And abundance can be financial, it can be spiritual, it can be emotional. Yeah, and just opening your mind and heart to the possibility of miracles, and seeing miracles in the everyday ordinary. So for example, for me, I still, when I flick a light switch, I go, wow. I turned on the light and the light worked. Okay, I did grow up in South Africa and we had a lot of blackouts, but to me, that's a miracle. You click the switch and the light comes on. I mean, for that to work, the guy that invented it, the guy that built the power station, the people that work in the power station, the people that put up the lines, all the way to our house, the people that connected it to our house, the people that built our house, that put wiring in our house, the person who put the lamp just in that spot, the person who put the, the globe in it. So many things had to happen. It's just seeing the miracle in life is the thing that's going to lead you to spiritual abundance. So, wow, Kerry Channel. It's reflecting on difficult times, breaking through spiritual and mental barriers, and realizing that every day is a miracle, and going from strength to strength, learning to trust yourself even when things are not going well, and to heal emotional wounds. And that's all about not letting people who hurt you hold you back. And sometimes we just have to cut them off. I've had a friend who is determined to believe the worst in me. I don't know why. He was a very good friend for very many years. And then all of a sudden something happened. I did something minor and he got offended. And I didn't fix it quick enough for his liking. And now suddenly, everything I do, he is determined to look for fault. He's even said to me, I'm looking to see if you've done blah, 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 whatever it is. Well, I apologized. I didn't intend any harm. I fixed it as soon as I can. And if you cannot trust me, then then that's on you. That's not on me. And so that's what the healing is all about. My conscience is clear with this person. I mean, I would much rather still be friends, but I'm not prepared to be in the judgmental energy where they bring me down, where they make me sad, where they continue to make me feel hurt. No, everybody's only got a limited amount of energy. So I can either spend my energy focused on that and trying to placate him and keep apologizing and keep apologizing and keep apologizing, where he's already told me he's looking to see what else I've done that is contrary to what he wants me to do. That's on him. If he doesn't trust me and he doesn't trust himself, there's nothing more I can do. So I can either spend my time focused on that, or I can spend my time on, you know what? If and when he's ready, my heart is open. I'm not going to put myself into that negative energy anymore. Instead, I'm going to spend that energy and that time on people on this channel. People who appreciate me. People who get healing from my readings. So, oh, that was very long-winded, what I was saying. Sorry, I got carried away. Sometimes I do get carried away. I don't even know where I am. Oh, Kerry Channel, that's where I was. Kerry Channel. So I hope that helps you. And I think to an extent all of us have that responsibility to yes, try and heal relationships where we can, but also know that sometimes it really isn't you, it's them. Okay. Dawn, Mum to an Angel. Thank you so much. I'm so much happier for reading. Yes, I lost my baby son when he was 3 days old. Oh, I'm so sorry. I always hoped my mum was looking after my beautiful baby. I'm very much happier, thanks. Oh, Dawn, yes, she definitely is. I'm getting that you are the apple of your mum's eye, but your son is as well. And that image, that picture of her standing behind a child, that's very much, your child is her child now. Your child is, she's looking after your child in the same way that she would have looked after you, you know. In the same way that she would have looked after you on her best days. She says she was not a perfect mum. Do come back, Dawn, and get more readings at some other time. Okay. Okay. Kerry Channel, a law firm. Wow, that's fantastic. Well, Kerry Channel, I've created my own law firm 20 years ago. My husband and I have run the law firm. I'm a lawyer. But I'm tired of running the business. So I just want to be a lawyer again. So I'm just so excited. And all the other jobs that I've been looking for over the last 3 years, they're like, oh, we can't take you on as a partner. You have to be an associate or some other lower thing. And I'm like, yeah, that's fine. I don't care. I'll whatever. But this firm, I'm going in as a partner. I was like, wow. Rose Corst says, Dave Murphy, check out music using healing frequencies. There are some that are specially tailored to bring down blood pressure. And that's a great suggestion, Rose Quartz. And to any of us that are feeling flustered, frustrated, upset, high blood pressured, stressed, music is something that really can help your vibration and can help your whole mood and your body. But it doesn't just have to be healing frequencies, because I can't stand that healing music. It gets on my nerves. So, but I do have a playlist of music that I really like and that really uplifts me, and I listen to my playlist. So, yeah, music is a fantastic suggestion, Rose Quartz. Thank you for that. I should have thought of that. Anne says, congrats on your new position. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Mickey Coleman says, thank you so much for sharing. Absolute pleasure, Mickey. Oh, sorry. I just got my chat jumped forward. Sorry, I've got to find out where I was. Oh, here I was. Rose Quartz was telling Dave Murphy to listen to some music. Multiseti says, oh, Multiseti, you've upgraded your membership to a star member. Thank you. Rainbow, you are spot on. Many thanks to you. I've been elected as a community counsellor and recently felt the pull to go back to being spiritual. I don't have kids, but I'm invested in doggies. And it's interesting to remember that we can be spiritual in a non-spiritual world. So we can bring love and enlightenment. We don't have to be like a wellness guru or a spiritual teacher. You can bring the light into your work as a community counsellor. So congratulations on being elected. Multicity goes on. I use a wheelchair and take my dog out when I can. But you're right, I need something for me. Crafts is good. And learning to rest. Thank you so much. I need to go and start doing readings again. Yes, absolutely. I'm not sure what you mean by doing readings again. I don't know if you're reading for other people. I do not recommend that people continue to pay somebody to do spiritual or psychic readings or reading card readings. I would not allow somebody to pay me for readings more than like once or twice a year. I'm happy to do quick short ones here because nobody's obliged to pay anything. But yeah, don't do it if somebody's like, oh, there's a curse on you, and I'm going to need to read for you another 5 times to lift the curse. No, that's a fraud. That's a fraud. But yes, it is important to do something that uplifts you. Multiseti, my son was in a wheelchair for about 3 years, and then they were able to get some treatment, and now he's no longer in a wheelchair. He walks with a walking stick, and sometimes he may need to go into the wheelchair if he's having a really bad day. But so I understand that it adds an extra layer of complexity, the wheelchair, for getting around. But it's really important. We all need to do something for ourselves, and that's a good reminder to me, because I want to do some painting this weekend, because I love painting. Okay. And Police says, thank you for the reading. It makes a great deal of sense to me. Blessings to you and yours and your new opportunity. Thank you so much. Bobby England. Hello. How are you? Will my husband and I reconcile? And if so, any idea when? Bobby England, that's really the type of question that I don't tend to read on, simply because it relies a lot on his free will, and I don't have his permission to read on his energy. I can read on people's loved ones who have passed or who are too sick to talk, because those loved ones want to come through. I can't read on your husband's energy because I do not have his permission, and he's a person who's got his own free will. So but I'll just do a quick general read for you, Bobby England. Growth. There's growth in your future. Reflection. So this to me is about reflect what went wrong in your relationship. Because if you go back into a relationship with the same person, it has a very high likelihood of failure, simply because of whatever caused it to fail at the first time round. So it's very important to set boundaries, reflect what went wrong, and to make sure that you've both grown as people. And it is possible to transform a relationship. But what you don't want is chaos. You want to make sure you avoid chaos. So it's proceed with caution, but transformation is possible. And look at that on the bottom of the deck. Love. it's very important that you love yourself enough to set boundaries, to make sure that old habits are not repeated. Make sure that you have some kind of a pre-relationship kind of counseling, to work on those areas that caused you chaos in the previously. You absolutely can transform things with him. Again, it depends on his willingness to grow as a person. So it's possible, but ultimately it's important for you as a person to love yourself enough to be in the best possible state that you can be, to be able to invite love in, whether it's from your ex or from any other person. Sorry, ex. It's your husband, not your ex. And yeah, I don't really read on timelines. Sorry, honey, that's not my forte. But there was a card here. This love card says 25. So 25th of February. I'm not sure. Okay. And very welcome here, Bobby England. And I hope we see you back again. And good luck with your marriage. I send you love and blessings in that regard, and that things will heal if at all possible. Alrighty, people, I am winding up. So at the moment, Bobby England says, thank you very much. Oh no, absolute pleasure. I will answer 2 more questions. So if you haven't asked, ask it now, because 2 more is all that I can do. Kerry Channel, I was wondering if healing was the right path. So that was a great confirmation. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you very much, Kerry Channel. And that just reminds everybody that I bring the message, and it's very difficult for me to interpret the message. So very often the cards mean something more to you than they will to me. The interpretation of the message is something that I as a human can sometimes maybe not get 100% right. But that's why it's really important for you to look at the cards and to understand them in line with what is going on in your life. So thank you very much for that confirmation. When the healing card came out, I was like, okay. And you have distanced yourself from people recently, and mostly to protect and care for yourself. Yeah, that's excellent. Multi-city, I'm very careful and never charge. Okay, so that makes it sound like you are reading cards for other people. Multi-city, there's nothing wrong with charging people for card readings. And in fact, it honors your time and your energy if you do charge. I have a policy that I've got kind of set rates, but I also have a donation, pay by donation system. And so that means if somebody can afford $5, they pay $5. If somebody can afford $100, they pay $100. They decide what it is. So multi-city, not charging, I'm not sure. There needs to be an energy exchange, and you need to honor your gift, and you need to ensure that you are not running yourself dry. So that's just my suggestion from my experience. Feel free to email me if you want. There are, oh, you know what, you could probably go onto verysoul.com. Email me, multi-city, because if you go on to Very Soul, you can practice with others who do readings, and then neither person charges the other. That's a very good way to get your confidence up. Yeah, So contact me. I'll give you a little information about that. Okay, Irene Del Rio says, Rainbow Pyramid. That so-called friend was not a true friend. It just happened that he finally showed his true feelings towards you. He was always jealous of you. Take care and God bless. Yeah, and I try not to judge. I mean, it's difficult because we all love to judge a person. But I do truly just wish them all the happiness in life that they can get. And I wish them all the peace in life that they can get. And so this is our final cards for the session. I wish each one of you to live life to the full, to have exuberance, to have friends, but to have peace in your heart, and to go on great adventures that transcend your wildest hopes and dreams. I really appreciate you all. Thank you so much for being here. Oh, remember to have fun, playfulness. When you watch children, they just run and they scream and they laugh at nothing and at everything. How can we be more playful? And then this one here is the flow. Go with the flow. It's very important. And sometimes I've been asking, what do you mean go with the flow? You know, because you've got to do some work towards getting to where you want to be. And this card has come out for me, this one here. New adventures. Almost here. We've got adventures somewhere. We've got adventures at the bottom here. And we've got adventures here. But this to me is about going with the flow. And I got this word soar, you know, when birds soar in the air, sort of like gliding, but not quite. And they go up really high and then they just glide on the currents. And that's what I get very much here, is that we need to do the work to get to where we want to be, like the bird flapping their wings and getting up to those currents, those air currents. And then when we get there, we mustn't keep flapping our wings and just trying to make things happen. It's important to spread your wings and just let those wind currents take you with ease and grace. And look, sometimes we mess up and we go in the wrong direction and it's the wrong current and it smashes us down. But that's okay. We learn something. We get back up. But for me, because I'm a very intense person, if I keep trying to make everything work, I kind of mess it up. It's like Mitch, the employment agent, said to me in the interview, don't try and sell yourself. Because I had this like 4-page document with 100 bullet points of all the things I've done and all of the things that I can do. He's like, take it with you and refer to it if you need to, but don't give it to them because you're going to overwhelm them. They already know good things about you. They already pretty much want you on board. That's why they are interviewing you. He said, I've already sold you to them. I've already given them all this information. You don't have to, at that point, still be so, I don't want to use the word desperate, but it comes across as desperate energy. They already know that. So just sort of bask in the glory of your past accomplishments. Talk about the things that you've done and you've accomplished, and let your accomplishments speak for themselves. And so that's what I did. I was a lot more easygoing and a lot less intense. And so I'm getting this very much for me, and I think for everybody, that sometimes we white knuckle it and we try so hard and we want to make it happen. We need to just hold the outcomes loosely. Yes, pray like it depends on God. Take action like it depends on you. But then at a certain stage, let go the outcome. So when I went for this interview, I just decided I was going to really enjoy the interview. I was going to enjoy meeting the people. I was going to make some good contacts. If I got the job, I would be beyond pleased. But if I didn't, then I would just consider it to be another experience to add to my experience of job interviews. And yeah, so I'm just getting this, where in your life can you just soar and glide? People like Dave who've got high blood pressure, where in your life, Dave, can you just take it a little easy, where you don't have to be so focused and so doing stuff? Other people here that have asked, oh, are my loved ones with me? Of course they're with you. They're with you always, and they just want you to, I won't say rise to the occasion, but also just go with the flow. Not I'm not saying don't put effort in. Put effort in the right way, in the right place, and then trust God, life, the universe, angels, departed loved ones. Just trust, and trust yourself that your efforts will take you to the right place at the right time with the right people. Just like I trust that everybody on this live are the right people at the right place at the right time. Wow. Oh, Karen Coulter, I'm saying goodbye. Do you have a quick question, Karen? I'll give Karen a couple of minutes. Oh, yes. Multi-Seti, I just got, sometimes, and I haven't done it in this reading, sometimes I'm called to do spirit animal readings, and these spirit animals can be with you for a short time or a long time. They can be with you throughout your life, or just to help you get through something that you're struggling with right now. So Multi-Seti, I got, I just felt snagged, my attention drawn to my spirit animal cards. But I need to pull one for you. There you go, Multi-Seti. Oh, the unicorn is one of the most powerful. You are the sovereign of all the seen and unseen worlds. The magic of love surrounds you. Beauty transforms you. Listen to the spirits of life. Light. Abandon the darkness. Go beyond the ordinary and become legendary. Wow. Wow. Multi-Seti. Okay, Karen, I felt that you might have a message, and I'm so sorry to hear about your mom. Karen says, what message does my dad have for my mom? She has just had a stroke. There's a lot of stroke energy about at this time. My mother-in-law had a stroke just before Christmas. Dave Murphy on this channel, he messaged above in this reading about his stroke that he had just before Christmas. So there's a lot of that energy going around. So we should all just hold people in our prayers regarding the energy of the stroke, which is also often a stress energy. So Karen Coulter, from your dad for your mom, old soul. Walk through life with confidence and grace. You have the power from beyond the world. Focus on what you really want. You can create your own dreams. And this, Karen, if you go back and you watch this video, there'll be a part where I start talking about somebody's parent who has dementia, and you'll see me start to use these cards. Let me find them. I believe that when people have a stroke or get dementia, they begin to communicate with the hidden realms, and they start to live in two worlds, especially if they're finding it difficult to communicate. This one here. Okay, now don't at me for looking for specific cards. I also get intuitive messages, and so when I'm intuitively given a message, I can go in and find those cards. So this one is about the hidden realms, and this one is living between two worlds. So basically what it is, it's about a spiritual connection that people have, particularly when they have a stroke or dementia, something like that. Okay, let's ask Karen's dad. Karen's dad. We're trying to find her phone. Any directions on where to look? He's connecting with her through higher consciousness. She knows that he's there. Oh, he still sees her as that exuberant young lady, I'm getting, that she used to be. His love for her transcends the physical realms. Okay. Karen's dad. Karen's dad. Messages for Karen's mom. And where to find the phone. Reflection. I'm getting that if you sit in her space, wherever she was living, where she was when the stroke happened, if you sit very quietly in her place, in her space, and I can just feel, I can feel the heat in my hands already. If you just sit very quietly and you just go, if I was Mom's phone, where would I be? You will be able to find it. It'll draw itself to you. Does she not have Find My Phone on her phone? Does she not have the battery is probably dead or on silence. Karen, even if it's on silence, if you if she has Find My Phone set up, you will still be able to. Oh, Kerry Channel, thank you very much. Kerry's got under the bed or in the bedroom cupboard. Hope that helps. I'm also getting perhaps down the couch, down the side of a chair or the couch. Ah, she has a dumb phone. Ah, okay. Also maybe in a car, down the side of a couch. I hope she's all right, Karen. Karen says yes, she sees him. And it's healing to her to see him. Okay. So I'm getting really from your dad here, Karen, is more, the message is more for you, so that you know that his love transcends everything, and for you to feel some healing in your heart, because this is a very difficult time, and it's almost as though he's saying, I've got this. I've got this. I will look after her emotions. I will make sure she's all right spiritually. I will be with her. I will help her heal in her soul, irrespective of how the healing from the stroke plays out. He will always be with her. Planning. He's planning something. He's planning something. Whether that's for her rehabilitation, whether that's for what happens in the coming months, I'm not sure. But certain plans will play out, and he has a hand in that. And you need to go with the flow. You need to trust him. And look at these two boats on the quiet waters. Trust him in a way that transcends logic. Karen says, we'll look again in all the places mentioned. Doo-doo. Look next to the toilet. I left mine there. Good suggestion, Doo-doo Bird. Good suggestions. Yeah, with my mother-in-law, we're not exactly sure what's going to happen. And then on the bottom of the deck, I get this freedom card. So Karen, I'm getting, he really doesn't want you to be worried. He wants you to be free from worry. whatever happens next is going to be part of a plan, and he's going to be there to help you with your energy, and he really wants you to be at peace. Breakthrough, breakthrough. This might be him saying, you'll find the phone, you'll find the phone. Think about it, think about it. This could almost be a guy sitting on the loo, couldn't it? And if you just go through her space, her house, wherever she lived or lives, and just go, Dad, come on, I really need you to help me now. You will, you will find it. Breakthrough. Alrighty. Let me see. Oh, that one come up again. It's like, almost like you know where it is. Or it's in a place that's so obvious. Ooh, look in the fridge. Look in the fridge, or on top of the fridge, or somewhere near her stove, that kind of thing. Because when somebody has a stroke, their brain is not firing properly. So places, weird places like in the microwave, or in the fridge, or next to the fridge, that could be it. Somewhere like that. Because the brain doesn't fire properly. And he wants you to know that he's there to protect you, and he's there to protect your mum. Very nice. Beautiful, sweet energy. This breakthrough, I believe that's about the phone, but it might also be about treatment, post-stroke treatment. All right, my lovely people, thank you so much for being here. I really need to get some work done. Karen, I'm glad that you were able to hop on and ask. Oh, good suggestion, Doodoo Bird. Where she keeps her meds. That's a good place to look. That's a good place to look. Also, with wherever the remote controls are, like her TV remote, sometimes people put their phones down and they kind of get a bit confused between the phone and the remote. That's another place to look. Between two worlds. She's not suffering. That's what he wants you to know. She's not suffering. Alright, my lovely people. Let me pull one of these magic cards and then we'll get going. Get going and do our work. Let me see. I really appreciate each and every one of you being here. I've had some difficult times in the past few weeks, but you all, yeah, I love you all so much. I would love to just, if I won the lotto, I reckon I would just be going on here, reading and reading and reading for everybody. Okay, for the upcoming week, gratitude. Be grateful for abundance. Live in appreciation. Oh, in appreciation for what you have, and more good things will come. Quest. Be bold, and mighty forces will aid you. Take action. Good luck favors the brave. Thank you, everybody. May the angels walk with you wherever you go. Oh, Karen, she's doing pretty well so far. Oh, that's fantastic. Great to know. Yeah, my mother-in-law is not doing that fantastically well. Doctor told her that she will never drive again, and that caused a big fight. Anyway, may the angels walk with you all wherever you go, and thank you everybody, especially the new people and the old people. Can I call you that? The old people, for being here. Thank you everybody for liking and sharing this. Thank you to our new member, Multi-City, and thank you to everybody who did a super chat, and also those of you, I've seen you in the Buy Me a Coffee for donating that way. And if you want a private reading, just have a look on my link tree. There'll be a link there somewhere, or go to my Buy Me a Coffee. It's on there as well. And may the angels walk with you now and wherever you go.